It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's the preseason opener for these two teams, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now on a prototypical rainy northwestern afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Smith. And he rifles one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Raider first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air again, Smith. He'll get this out to Jeanty. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Raiders.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Las Vegas.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better teams.
And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, where he proved that last season was no fluke.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They have more guys there than they could block.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
For the Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runner.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Geno. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, the return is Sims. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. This is Fant on the short completion. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Brings up 2nd and inches.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. First carry here for Kenneth Walker to 3rd. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd down at the Raiders' 48.
Now it's Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10 yards.
Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. On the punt, 7-yard return.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Jeanty. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Geno now to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Raiders.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Geno going to hand it to Jeanty. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Once again, it's Jeanty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
The Seahawks, 1st down.
On the counter, it's Walker.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Darnold now to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jalen Reed coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Seahawks left great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Locke. Open man, there's Bobo. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
For Seattle Seahawks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Throwing now is Locke. Touchdown! Zach Charbonnet for 13-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Raiders. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. And he makes his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
The 47-yard line.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down.
Back to throw. O'Connell. Pass right side, caught by Thornton.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. It was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward.
And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They look to throw. It's locked. And that is incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
His throw incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Throwing, O'Connell.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
On play action, lock. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn in.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Here's Charbonnet once again. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Locke now to throw.
He'll get this one to Cobb complete. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
To throw in his lock. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the shoot.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's O'Connell. He'll hit Mostert again here. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up second down.
And O'Connell now to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's O'Connell. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
A gain of 14. But it's now 3rd.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
38 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks.
Now a handoff to Charbonnet. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Again, it's Charbonnet. Nice little juke. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and bunching. And there's another first down run right there.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. To throw here, O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 2. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Mostert off the option. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on second down. O'Connell. They'll give him 4 yards there. Third and 7 now. Back to throw. O'Connell. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down, Raiders.
Play action. Now O'Connell. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Operating from the gun. O'Connell. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. A little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now run by Charbonnet. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he is stopped just short of 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raiders heading out to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That will give to Mostert running right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. O'Connell. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. O'Connell. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set for this next possession. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. Unable to corral him. He fights through. 95 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stalk blocking with it. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Look, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Fair catch. Signaled for
The Raiders now set to get the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the shotgun, O'Connell going across the field. He finds Phillips. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
first down, Raiders.
O'Connell working from the gun. That quick throw there is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to throw, O'Connell. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here's A.J. Cole now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Second down and 3. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
He was taken down.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now O'Connell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Flush to his right. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Malcolm Kuntz there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Second down at the 16-yard line.
Now to the air, Locke. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
They look to
3.
throw. It's Locke. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Charbonnet not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Drew Locke scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Seahawks had 6 to their lead.
What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gain of 7. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Throwing, O'Connell.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ochena picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and control of this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now Locke on the bootleg. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
For a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Clock now to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And they'll give here to Charbonnet on the option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Locke. And they're going to get him. They bring him down and sack back at the 16-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. O'Connell. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
Lock gonna throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
16 yards. That's good.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Charbonnet.
And he sidestepped the one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Third down and goal to go.
To throw it is Lock. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
20-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And O'Connell now to throw.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first.
Here's A.J. Cole now,
as he's on to punt for Vegas. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
and we will get another look at Seattle's offense. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
A run now with Charbonnet.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2.
Play action. Now it's Lock.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
And with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2nd and 12. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it at around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now come the Seahawks. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
105 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.